All right, everyone, we made it to a camp spot here on the Little Piney. I absolutely love coming out here. And this is actually the first time that I've had my entire family out in over 2 years. I've done lots of trips with my kids. I've done a trip just a few weekends ago and more with my wife, but we've never just gotten all of us out. Partly because we had a COVID baby and, you know, so that adds a layer of complexity. Partly because my rooftop tent, it's a 2-man tent. I can get me and my kids, but me and my wife and my kids, that's 5 people. It's just a lot. So we hadn't made it a priority. We hadn't done it. And we decided, you know what, we're going to invest the money in making this more doable for the whole crew. So this is actually the first video that we're doing talking about the new addition to our family, the Conqueror UEV-490.
Designed in South Africa and originally for military use, the Conqueror UEV-490 was built to take a beating. The tank is completely constructed of metal. Its DO35 off-road hitch and hot-dipped galvanized chassis make it as flexible as it is rigid. With 33-inch mud terrain tires, 16-inch alloy wheels, and a fully independent suspension, you can push this thing hard. Conqueror was the first manufacturer to implement air suspensions into a caravan, and the 490 continues to pave this innovative path. It uses commercial-grade airbags with bump stops. From the onboard compressor and heavy-duty shocks down to the emergency stub axle and full-size spare, there's really nowhere you can't take this. 400 watts of solar feeds 2 100 amp-hour AGM batteries to keep the lights, fridge, water pump, and even a TV running. And with robust rubber seals on every door and hatch, she might as well be a boat. Trust me, I tested them. The awning can open 360 degrees and include zip-on walls to close the entire fortress into some sort of jungle yurt. If you're in the market for something to pull onto a paved RV pad, this isn't for you. But if you're looking for a bit more space, maybe a base camp of sorts, and you need to get to some off-grid remote places, the good folks down in South Africa designed a solid option.
All right, we made it to a campsite. Just finished getting the Conqueror set up for the first time. This thing's an absolute beast. So we're gonna do like a quick walk around. Not gonna go into all the details of the camper itself. There's a lot of videos that are out there that have done that, but I just wanted to kind of show you from our perspective the way we're using it. Yeah, it's sweet, so let's take a look. So I felt like the best way to give the tour of this camper was to have a tour guide, and I don't have any idea who would be a good tour guide.
Me.
Oh, okay, all right.
So I like this.
What is that?
It holds all of our food and like trays and bowls and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
That's super nice.
And then
oh wait, we gotta get this. They're getting their hands clean.
And then there's these, which is like knives, forks, spoons. And then we have, this is all of our like cups and bowls. And this is all plastic.
Yeah, it's plastic, but it looks like glass, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And this is all of our like food, and this is popsicles.
Oh yeah, popsicles while
really
camping.
cool.
Come on.
This is all of our water, like how we get our water.
Lucy, you getting a popsicle? Oh.
Okay,
Mama doing
so
it. We've got your sinks here. Oh yeah, got a little running water. Very nice. And then this here is your stove. That's one of the beds.
Camper.
That's where you and Abraham are going to sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe, Lucy. We'll see what happens.
Maybe. And then we come over here. This is more like, this is like the cords and some storages in there.
This compartment down here is where I keep like my cassette toilet and the wheel chuck, some of that kind of stuff. It's also where a lot of the electronics are housed. You can see this is where you got your pump, your compressor, water heater, all that stuff lives in here. There's a shovel mounted up in there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but Really cool.
And then this is, I think, a storage bin.
This has heat and AC. And of course that only works when it's plugged into shore power. But yeah, that's what that unit is. So since we're out here remote camping, that won't work. But yeah, it is something nice to have if we ever are in a campground.
Don't look inside. Go past me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know to look inside.
All right. Don't look inside.
Don't look.
We keep all of our shower stuff over here on this side. Let me show you here. You can keep the shampoo, soap, toothpaste, all that lives over here, and have a nice place to set it if you want to brush your teeth or whatever. Take what you need to the back and take a shower.
This is our shower.
And here's where you can turn your water on and off. All right, now I've got it going slightly, so we'll just shut that off there. And close it up in that little box. Super convenient. Abraham, what do you think about it? Cool. And then the doors all have these really cool little just mosquito nets, bug flies, whatever you want to call them. And man, those are super nice when you want to keep the breeze going, but don't want the bugs in.
And then this, our shower is in this, I don't know, what is it called?
Right before this trip, I got the Global Road outdoor shower set up, just mounted right there on the back, and it actually had these perfect little mounting spots for it, which was super cool. And we got a hose extension because the shower hose that comes with it's not quite long enough. And this let us kind of mount this on the back, not have to set up the whole like 360 awning with walls and everything when someone needs to use the restroom or get changed or take a quick shower. So it was a great solution. See this little cutout right here? That was actually a perfect size for the mounting brackets to mount to, and I'm sure that was intentional. There's no way that that's coincidence, but I wasn't aware of it. So when I was going to set this up and I came across that, I was very, very impressed.
And then that's the outside.
That's the outside. Now, real quick, we got these awesome Mad Mats from Okie Overland.
Oh, yeah, these.
If you're looking for something like that.
And they're like they're not like a rug, like soft, but they're like good for if you have like wet feet.
Exactly.
Or something like that.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm going inside. We have a TV, and we have a heater, and there are a bajillion cubbies, and I don't know how many there are, but this is how we keep all our stuff, like the lights working, the water working, all the stuff working. It's really comfy. We've got snuggled in it before, and we watched a little show, and it was really good, and I almost passed out.
So calling this a camper feels weird because it's more of a tank. I mean, the whole thing is metal, and it's got independent air suspension and articulating hitch. I mean, the thing is a machine. So saying it's a camper feels kind of funny. Calling it a trailer feels kind of funny because it's got like wine glasses. So I'm not really sure what to call this. It's just a tool to help us get out and enjoy nature more.
A stranger once commented on one of my videos saying, "For a channel called Baker Overland, you sure feature a lot of stuff that's not overlanding." Okay, I have to admit, that's pretty funny. Now, I'm not sure if he was making a joke, stating a fact, or dealing me some passive-aggressive shade. Regardless, I took it as a compliment. I probably like driving trucks and hitting trails as much as he does, but talking about it? For me, that one gets real boring real fast. I'm after the thing behind the thing, the heart that drives the action. After all, why did any of us get into this into the first place? Are we just a bunch of weekend renters looking to burn some cash? I don't think so. If I had to guess, I'd say we're probably just really aware of that ever-pouring hourglass of time. We know our days are numbered, and that makes us seek the moments that turn into memories. You know the ones. May days, skipping rocks, sunset swims, and skinned knees. No manufactured sounds or demands. As a kid, moments like that were etched in the marble of my mind. I carry them, cherish them wherever I go. I want that for these three. Trucks and campers are fun things, but at the end of the day, they are just that. Things. The experience is the target. So for anyone who's still wondering what this channel is about, let me make it abundantly clear. You're looking at it.
All right, well, the kids convinced me to get in against my better judgment. Yes, it is too cold to be swimming right now, but I feel super refreshed now. Everyone else went back up to the camper to get warm, and Abraham is looking for crawdads. He's actually found a couple. So we're fixing to head back up to camp and get dinner made. But man, this is what it's all about. Yeah. You found one? Abraham says he found a crawdad, so let's go check it out.
Okay, what I'm doing is I'm looking for crawdads, and I still haven't picked the right rock that's right here. I'm gonna look under it. No crawdads under there. I'm gonna look under this one. No crawdads. I found a crawdad over here. He was, oh yeah, right here. I found this crawdad, still alive. I'm brave to touch his claws.
I got my wife Summer up here cooking some delicious something. I can't even remember. We talked about this last night, what we were gonna have for dinner, and I honestly can't remember. I know it involves steak, and then I stopped listening after that.
We got potatoes, sweet potatoes, onions, a little butter, a little olive oil, and a bunch of seasonings.
Sweet.
And we're gonna cook this up until it's almost done, and then add this asparagus in there.
And bread.
And then we'll cook the steaks, and we'll season up the bread, and we'll crisp up the bread on here too.
Nice.
And that'll be dinner.
Boo body.
Hot shower in the forest, are you kidding me?
Good morning, everybody. Had a great night last night. I just took a steaming hot shower in the middle of the national forest. Ozark National Forest, so doesn't get much more bougie than that. Kids did great. Lucy's first trip out in a national forest with us, and she did great. So we're gonna do some breakfast. I got some coffee going, and then we'll get all packed up after that and head home. Hardly an overlanding trip. It's a one-night deal. Really, it was just more about testing out the Conqueror, but it was a great night. Everyone, that's all for this one. Thanks so much for watching. If you are trying to figure out the next video to watch, I'd encourage you to check out this one here, our More Expo video we did just a few weeks ago. And, oh, Lucy, get my beard. More importantly, remember, the more you camp, the less deer the aliens abduct.